Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little disarray this morning. I know Joe's in here because Shira said hello. I'll just see if anybody else comes along. Coffee number 2. Eventually, you'll see the other camera. But for now, my phone's going to hover right here. I hope I can get you seeing over my shoulder. This is kind of a trial and experiment to see what happens. I think as far as the light in here, it's fine because I have the one set of blinds pulled down, so it gives like diffuse light, but not have the sun blaring in here. Oh, Kathy has joined us. Kathy Quilton Craft. She's my neighbor across the border. And Teresa Jukowitz. Hi, welcome. I appreciate you coming by. I'll show you guys this. I'm going to see if I can work on him. Oh. Hello, Jackie. Jackie DBD Stitched Art. Thank you for coming in and joining us all. I'll just give it a couple minutes before I switch to the other camera. I've got Kleenex handy. About 20 after 8, 10 minutes before I start, I had this big sneezing fit. So I'm sneezing and blowing my nose. I'm like, I got to start at 8:30. Oh, Deb S. Hey, Deb, how's it going? Deb's going to be working on the Christmas tree star quilt with us. She just got her fabric. Okay. I will come back and forth to chat when I'm doing this, but in order to actually see the cross stitch now, I got to take my glasses off. So I can't even pop the chat out because I'd have to put them back on to read the chat. So I'll just do the best I can. Okay. First of all, let's switch the other camera so I can actually even see what is the right angle here. 1 second. There. Okay. All right. The laptop. There we go. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay. Let me grab a thread and we'll be good to go. The lightest color along the top of his antlers is 3776. And I have a few stitches to do of that. The reason that I put that thumbnail up for Stitch the Summer Olympics sorry, I'm holding the thread in my mouth as I pull it apart. I know that's probably not sanitary and all that, but it's my project and I wash it after, so I don't really care. Next week, the 26th, that is when the Summer Olympics start in France. And I got talked into joining the Stitch the Summer Olympics prompts. So I'm busily working away. Oh, shoot, just a minute. Sorry, everyone. You're going to have to, put the project kind of there. I will be right back. I have a technical problem. Hang on 1 sec. All right. Sorry, everybody. I realized that the laptop had come unplugged. That's not good. We'll run out of battery pretty quick if that happens. Okay. Oh my goodness. My mouse is dinging away. All right, I'm going back to the laptop for a second here. Sorry, everybody. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, everyone just saying hi. I apologize, everybody. My disarray is bad today. But you guys get me, warts and all. Even on my regular videos, I don't edit a heck of a lot. So just for clarity purposes mostly. Okay, let's try this again. Now that I know I'm not going to have dead battery in like 5 minutes. Okay, back to this camera. There. Okay, as I was saying, Stitch the Summer Olympics. So I've been working away on my prompts. Make sure I got the right needle here because that's it. I have a size 26 tapestry needle. On my little magnet, but I also have the size 9 crewel needle sitting there for doing the big stitch quilting. I don't want to use the wrong one. There we go. All right, now scooch the laptop back a smidge. Let's see if I can show you guys the chart. Okay, so up here at the top of his antlers, it's a question mark symbol. I don't know if you can see that on the camera that good. That's 3776, and that's what I got to do. So there's 3 there right at the top of that one. Right there. And this is, I don't think this is actually white. It might be off-white. See, because there's the white floss. So it's about the same white. I can't remember, actually. And it's more than likely 28 count. But I couldn't tell you. I am doing 2/2, though. It's just a piece of fabric I had left over. There, you guys can see that relatively well now, and so can I, actually. Come on. And that doesn't want to go through there, so we'll go here. I'll go this way. This little moose guy is not one of the projects that I'm working on for Stitch the Summer Olympics. But I'd like to get him done eventually. Might be a magnet, might be a little sign. He's kind of on the big side. Let me just 1 second, I'll check I think it gives a stitch count. Not sure. Make sure I'm not tangling at the back. There we go. And there. Sorry, I had to move it over so I could see for a second. Yeah, that's kind of a messy bit there in that corner with the other brown. Is what it is. Sometimes the stitches don't tuck down as nicely as I would like them to, but will all look okay in the grand scheme of things. Okay, there's those 3, and then there's another one that goes down on the next bit right there. Okay. And that goes there. So I showed you all my cross-stitch projects recently, just so you guys would all know what I have on the go. Put that down momentarily. And make a note on the chart that I did those 3 there. And that one there. So then over on the next piece of antler, there's 2. Okay, so it's on the, nope, not on the top, on the next piece over. There we go, so you guys can see. Right there. Make sure I'm right in the right hole. Hang on, maybe I'll go back this way. There, that's better. Okay, and peer nearsightedly at the chat here for a second. I'm just going to look at the moose. Kathy says she doesn't edit her videos. No, you just do live. That's easier. Deb doesn't edit either. Oh, hi, Nancy. Hi, Debbie. So with Debbie just popped in. She's in for a short bit. Yeah, I know you always have busy Fridays. Thanks for coming in, though. I just try to make my videos sort of look like seamless, you know, from editing and stuff. Oh, I hate that backwards. That's the best dang thing. Just have it tidy. You know what I mean? But if I do a boo-boo, well, that's life and you guys see it. There's those 2 done. And the next bit of antler over here has the same, like sort of the middle one, I guess you could call it. So we'll do that. If I put my hand behind it, I can see the holes better. Sometimes I use a piece of paper, but it's hard with the laptop in the back because it's giving off light and stuff, and it sometimes hard to see. There we go. So as for stuff coming up, this week's pretty quiet, actually. This weekend is not much going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want a big knot there. That's better. And my friend is going to stay with us for the weekend because she's on a women's hockey team, and they're doing like a hockey camp here. She doesn't live in the same city as me, but the camp's here. And it's at the rink that's like a 3-minute walk from my house. So she's just going to stay here for the weekend. Okay, let me color these ones in too. So we got this one here. Those 2 there. And those 2 there. And the next one has 3. So 2 on top and 1 on the side. This is a fairly long piece of floss. It was just sitting in my bag like that. I use these little, you guys can see that? Use these little bags. Keep everything tidy. Okay, double check that. 2 on the top. Yes, check twice, stitch once. Next weekend, also the 26th, my husband and I are heading off to Karameas again to stay at his sister's place. We did that in April, and I filmed some of the surroundings and put it on my channel. Now, his sister is not actually there. They are going across Canada in their trailer, but she threw it out to the family that anybody that wants to go and stay there can. And our friends are going with us, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law have met these friends, and all is good. So we're going to go do some winery touring and things like that, somewhat nearby. So I'll film that for you guys. But as of the morning of the 26th, I'm scheduling my Stitch the Summer Olympics videos to be uploaded. So and I'm bringing my laptop with me to my sister-in-law's, and I'll check my messages and my emails and comments and everything as we're going around through the day. Just not all the time, because we'll be busy out and about. The heat has calmed down a little bit now. It was really hot earlier in the week. On Wednesday, I had to turn the air conditioner on and close the house up at 8:30 in the morning, and yesterday I did it at 1 p.m. So it's an improvement, but there has been zero rain in July. Not a single drop. So, therefore, the fire danger is pretty bad, as you can imagine. Sorry, I got to get this right. Hang on, there's a funky little hole here. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to be out of frame for a sec. That's better. Yeah, as of this morning, there were 252 active fires burning around the province. Most caused by lightning. Because what happens around BC, most of the time in the interior area of the province where the fires are, is thunderstorms, but there isn't any precipitation. There is just lightning and wind, which, of course, is a bad combination. We have a little bit of smoke around here, but most of the fires are far enough away from here that, and the wind is blowing the other way too. But there's some poor people that have been evacuated, and yeah. Somewhere in British Columbia, you know? Okay. Coming along here, little moosey. There's that one. So the only piece I have to do is where I haven't done the rest of the antler, right? Okay, let's do that. Let me just double check my placement. Okay, there's two next to that one. Okay. I'm going to get myself oriented. There we go. Now you guys can see it. It's really hard to get this in the right angle so that you guys can see and so that I can see what the heck I'm doing. I got a knot now. Oh no, that's from before. Okay, never mind. That's not that color. Okay. That was a knot though. There. Where'd the hole go? There we go. Okay. Let's hang it. Take some of the... Oh, there's actually two there. Okay, there's that two. And then I got one on the next, and then there's three down. Okay, there. That one goes there. That's better. Okay. One goes there. Come on. I think I'm going to have just enough thread for this. And then three down here. Sorry, the camera's waving slightly. Oops. That's the wrong hole, Kelly. We don't do that. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to have you out of frame for a second. I'll come back to chat in a second. course, now it doesn't want to rethread naturally. Well, I'm on camera. Oh, for goodness sake. Just a second. There, I had to make myself a little fresh cut. Naturally. Oh, hey, Kim, I did see you come in. Hold on, I'm moving right back. Naturally, when I'm just about done, I mess it up and have to try to rethread the needle. That figures. And I didn't bring my needle threader with me. I use the needle threader all the time with those size 9 crewel needles, but I don't usually need it for this. Okay, where are we here? Hang on. There we go. Okay. Get in the right hole. There we go. 1. And down there. And down there. There. Last one. Let me just tuck this in and then I'll come back to chat for a bit. There we go. Okay. That's the magnet I use. Keeps needles from going all wild and crazy. Oh, I forgot to get my little garbage bin for threads thing. That's okay. I'll put them there on the corner of the bed. That's fine. I can put them away later. Okay, let's color those ones in. Where am I going to put you? Over here. Those are done. So the next bit I have to do, you guys hang on, where here, okay, is the rest of this antler, which is the triangle. And the triangle symbol up at the top is 801. Sort of a darkish brown. Put that one back for now because we don't need that right now. I think I don't need it at all, actually. I'll check the chart and see, but I think I'm done with 3776. Put that out of the way. Okay, let me switch back to camera. The other camera. Okay, there we go. All right, back to all this. I see Kim came in. Jackie's trying to stay cool. AC went out. Uh-oh. Already 85 in house. Cool down towels help. Yikes. That's not good. Oh, Debbie, the pattern is, it's a very old magazine. I've had it for a gazillion years. I have 2 other ones too. Nancy says, Jackie, do you have a fan? If so, put a block of ice in a pan in front of it. That's a good idea. Oh, and Jackie says she has a damp towel hanging on the towel. That's a good idea too. Order desktop AC. Should be here in a couple hours. Good idea. Joe says the heat has been unbearable, but this morning it was 60 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's good. It's cooling down for us. Earlier, like Monday, it was, I think the high for the day was like 36 or something. That's 90 some odd Fahrenheit. I'm not positive. I don't know what that is. 94 maybe? I don't know. Whatever. It's hot anyway. Yesterday, I think we were at 28, but it was quite a good stiff breeze yesterday. So that sort of kept things good. Should have more today. The weekend will be a little bit more on the warmer side, and then it starts to cool off again. Jackie says if it gets real bad, I can go next door to the neighbors. Good plan. And Kim is finally feeling better. Yeah, you've been bad with the flu, Kim. I know. Debbie says we have a joke about moose in our house. And Debbie says they have extraction fans in our windows. Works amazing. No AC. Yep, you do what you got to do. It gets just enough hotter here in the Fraser Valley, more so in Vancouver, because Vancouver's right on the coast, or sometimes there's more breeze. It's a little bit cooler, so it couldn't be like on the news in the morning. The weather people, they have the chart, and it's okay. Say for the Vancouver expected high temperature, it's 27 Celsius. Well, then there's a little slash, and then it says it's 33 or something like that. Like there's two different temperatures. Well, the first temperature is the coastal temperature, and the second temperature is the inland temperature. It's only 100 kilometers, but it's just enough to keep us a little bit hotter. In 2 weeks, when I do live, I believe that's August the 2nd. That is the beginning of the summertime long weekend for us. Monday will be a holiday, which will be the 5th, I think. It's just sort of like the August civic holiday. I don't know. We always refer to it as August long weekend. Technically, the holiday Monday here, for obvious reasons, is called BC Day. But other places in Canada call it something else. So my fellow Canadians weigh in. What do you call it? Although technically, yeah, we don't even call it BC Day. That's what it's on the calendar, BC Day, or August Civic Holiday, or whatever. We just call it the August long weekend. We're not doing anything. We're just chilling. We might, I don't know, my mom and dad might come over for dinner. I don't know. We haven't got that far yet. Because the weekend after, we're going camping again. That's the second and last camping. We don't have much camping this year. We camped at this particular spot. It's called Camp Foley. And you get the whole thing. Like we reserved the whole thing. So there's 4 tenting sites with picnic tables and a huge parking lot for the RV people. And there's woods, an outhouse. It's right on the river. But we bring everything. Like we'll all have our trailer tanks full of water and everything. And for anyone who has seen my other camping videos in my travel playlist of Thurston Meadows, there's a few, 3 or 4 videos in there. It's on Chilliwack River Road. And that campground is about 20 minutes from our house. We just have to drive down the river. Now, the place we're going in 2 weeks. Oh, bye, Debbie. Thanks for popping in. I know you got a busy Friday. Take care. The place we're going for Camp Foley is like another 10 minutes past there. Say half an hour from home-ish. Last year, July 2023 for Canada Day, we were camping at Chilliwack Lake. That is a provincial campground. That is the end of the road. You can't go any further. You get to the lake, you get to the campground, that's it. Road runs out. There's mountains all around. Can't go anywhere. So the Camp Foley campground is about halfway in between Thurston Meadows, that I have several videos of, and Chilliwack Lake, where I have video of last July. So it's more of the same, but I will film it because we went there in 2016, maybe, a long time ago. My husband and his fishing buddies have gone on camp there, but you cannot actually fish in the river there because it is past the hatchery. So they just had to drive back and fish in the regular spots. but it's handy enough. Just right around where that campground is, there's a couple of like hiking trails nearby. So my daughter might take the dogs. Whatever, we'll see. Depends on the weather too. Hopefully it's nice and not pouring rain. It happens. Oh, there's the garbage man. Today's garbage day, so they're in behind right now at the neighbor's house. So that's what I've got on for the next 2 weeks. So I don't know what other videos I'm going to get for you guys. I'm trying to do a little bit more stitching only because it's easier when it's hotter. You know what I mean? I mean, we keep our central air set at 23 degrees Celsius, so it's like comfortable in here, but not cool. You know what I mean? It's, you can do stuff, but still, if I go up and down the stairs a couple times to do laundry, it's like, I'm hot all of a sudden. Just because you're moving around. Because if we have it lower than that, it's on like all the time, and then it's like Arctic in here. So there's kind of a happy medium of temperature. So 23 is about good enough. Keeps the dogs comfy. They're not too hot. They do like to lay downstairs on the tile floor, but that's not too bad for them. But if I go in the sewing room and, you're moving around and the sewing machine's on and the iron's on and it's making heat, and I'm like, sometimes I don't really feel like sewing, which is unfortunate because I do have stuff I have to get done. I'm really hoping the forecast for Tuesday is accurate, because it's supposed to be 21 degrees Celsius and cloudy. Perfect. I can sew my butt off. We shall see. Joe says we like the air on 72 Fahrenheit. Yeah, 23 must be around there. Maybe it's 75. I don't know. I'm not exactly positive, Joe. But like comfortable, you know what I mean? Comfortable, but not cold. I think 72 might be 20 or 21. I'm not good at converting temperature. I have no idea, really. Yeah, can't lose your sojo. See, that's exactly what I mean. It's just a smidgen too warm. Now, I mean, we could crank the AC down so I could sew more comfortably, but then the thing's going all the time, and my husband's got to put a sweater on when he's in the office downstairs, and yeah. Oh, hello, Sylvia Martinez. Thank you for joining us. For a couple of those Stitch the Summer Olympics things, I'm going to give a go to do like a stitch with me, sort of. There's been a few times in the past, as everyone's come around my channel, you have seen me do the big stitch quilt thing out at the dining room table because I have the quilt all spread out there. So it'll be kind of along that line, probably, if I can get my camera angle all good. We'll see. Again, it'll be an experiment. Kim says, with my apartment being halfway below ground, I keep my AC set at 77 Fahrenheit and it stays comfortable. I have 2 big ceiling fans and a box fan if needed. Perfect. I have a little stand-up fan in the corner that blows right on me because this room does not have a ceiling fan. We do have several in the house, though. There just isn't one in this room. And Jackie says they keep their AC on 79 day and 77, 78 at night. Any lower in the unit struggles because of the temp differentials. Yeah, see, you can't have it too wildly, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It struggles too much. The place we first moved into when we moved to Chilliwack did not have AC, and it was all right, actually, but this house, I'm not sure. Maybe it's how we're situated. I don't know. Anyway, but we moved here 20 years ago at the end of June and died that summer. It was just, so the following, like that fall, there's like the home show and stuff, and everything's on sale, like air conditioners. So we caved and bought one. And we're actually now on our second one because we've lived here for 20 years. And last year we had to get a new compressor. That was fun. $200 and something later. Anywho, I'm going to flip back the other camera and I'm going to do some of that brown if I can find it. Hang on. I've got the white out, but I don't really. I'm going to stitch on white. I suppose it's not really white on white. It's white on antique white. It's kind of the same thing. It's like trying to stitch black on black. Like, honestly, sometimes that quilting gets a little bit, my eyes. But I'm nearly done. Yeah, see, this is how I take floss apart. And there's going to be a whole bunch of people in the comments going, oh, gross. Ah! Right? My project, don't care. Sylvia says, once you get used to air conditioning, it's hard to not have. Exactly. And there's a whole bunch of people, locals around, friends of ours and family members, and like, what do you guys have AC for? We don't need it. It doesn't get that hot. Well, 2 years ago, beginning in July, we had a heat dome. It was 39 degrees Celsius. The town of Lytton, up the Fraser Canyon, Highway 1, pretty much burned to the ground. And we sat there with our air conditioning on. And everybody was moaning and groaning. And like, well, so we don't need air conditioning, Yeah. After that, several people got it. Jackie says, when we moved to Florida in 1963, the house didn't have AC. Bill to put the venting in, just didn't install the main unit. Well, at least you had part of it there. My brother-in-law is an electrician. So he came and did some stuff to our house. And he also did other stuff to our house when we got our hot tub. I have no idea what that stuff is. He just fiddles with the panel and all that, whatever. I have zero knowledge of electrical stuff. And I have a problem with this thread, of course. Get a fresh end. So I don't want to get off the bed and go and get my floss threader because it's out in the living room. Most of the time, a tapestry needle is not that hard to thread. But of course, I'm on camera, so it doesn't want to cooperate now, right? That's how that works. Oh, Sylvia says they had sun yesterday and back to rain. Well, that's good that you're getting some rain. I don't think there's actually rain in the forecast. We had the coolest and wettest June since 2011, and then not a single drop of rain in July. Not a single drop, like nothing. There's zero. Oh, for goodness sake. Maybe I'm not going to stitch anymore. Having a hard time here. Sylvia says no sun in forecast, but I live in a rainforest. Well, most of the time, British Columbia is rainforest too. Just not during fire season. Most of my province is covered in trees and mountains. Sometimes the trees are different as you go around the province, and sometimes the mountains are different heights as you go around the province. But that's pretty much what the terrain is. Therefore, everything that burns really easily. Okay, let's try some more antler here. Consult the pattern. Okay, we're just filling in for those 2 lines up there. Okay, that's fine. 2, then 4, then all the way across. Okay. As of, oh shoot, I forget when it was, a couple weeks ago. Because June was so wet and cool, you could still have campfires for a while, but then the campfire ban went in, about the 5th or 6th. I can't remember exactly. But there has been times where we've had a campfire ban by the end of May. It just depends what spring does. There we go. I like this 801 brown. It's nice and chocolatey and rich. Looks cute on the antlers. So once I have the moose part done, until I get down to his feet, which are underneath the sign, that red is 80. Oh, hang on, 304 is that dark red. And that says mooseness. As I got to fill it in, and then he's wearing boots. I'm going to fill that in as I get down there. The white on the sign is just about done. I got to fill in a little bit. There's not that much actually left to go on the white. Ah, come on. There we go. Let me dangle it. Helps to keep knots out of it. So on these 4 right here. Come on, right in the right hole. There we go. Oops. And dangling didn't work because I got a knot. Egg. There we go. So the other colors on him, for like his boots and his, I think he's got socks on. There's this blue comes back into play. Green goes all the way around the sign. And the green is, what's the green color? It's a little dot. It is, oh no, it's a little, look at the parentheses kind of. 904. Parrot green. Yeah, I guess it's parrot green. And he doesn't need anything other than the DMC colors. Like there's no beads or anything like that on him. Or Krennic metallic threads or charms or anything. It's just DMC colors. Actually, these patterns give anchor too. Yes. The pattern gives anchor colors too. One sec, I gotta look at this hole. There we go. Okay, sorry. Back to it. Excuse me. So after we're done live here, I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up around the house, chores and such. My daughter and a friend are house sitting at the moment for friends, family members, extended family members that are in England at the moment. And they come back this weekend. Those people are actually friends of ours too. So our friend Jane told our daughter to pick all the rhubarb because Jane has a massive rhubarb plant in her backyard. So our daughter's going to come over on the weekend, like usual, and bring all the rhubarb. And I'm going to cut it up and give some to my mom and some to my father-in-law. And I'm going to sort of stew some up with some sugar and some vanilla and stuff. Hang on, I got to dangle this. Whoops, my tail's getting a bit short. One sec. Come on. Because cooked up rhubarb is good with yogurt and things like that. So I'll probably wind up putting some of it in the freezer as well. Because I have a small rhubarb plant in the garden that's starting to kind of take off. But mine is like a third the size of Jane's. So I could wind up with my own rhubarb like a couple weeks down the road. We shall see. Once we got some sun and warmth, the garden just took off like mad. You could almost see the corn growing. Like, we don't have corn, but our city is known for it. It's all over the place. And it almost seems like it looks like it does nothing for the longest time. And then you could literally like stand at the side of the road alongside the field and watch it grow. Like, it goes instantly, like, yeah, it's insane. So we had the first corn of the season last weekend. It was delicious. Sorry, I'm not even really moving that much, and yet the camera's wiggling around. I don't know why. I'm trying to hold as still as possible. Oh, I'm not even in the camera. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry, everybody. This is just so awkward. I'm going to have to figure out a better system. Maybe I need the camera to go like directly above my head or something. I don't know. We'll get there in the end. Hang on. Where's my hole? Right there. Okay, good. I was correct. Let me inspect that. Yep, that's fine. Okay, good. And finish the last one up. Over here. Nope, that doesn't go there. There we go. Yes, I talked to my project. I talked to my clothing projects too. Not that the fabric responds either way, but I don't think I have enough thread to go all the way across. So I'm just going to do a couple. And I'll get back to this later on when I can see better. So I'll just put that over here out of the way for now. And, whoops, sorry, that was me bumping it. Color in You see that? What I did. So there's that row of 2, this row of 4, and this one all the way across was done. Okay, I'll see about finishing up the current row because that's not what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches maybe. I might have just enough, but I'll do it off camera. And then I have that one plus 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows, and then his antlers are all finished. And there's some back stitch that I have to do. Like, you can see that? See around his nose, and I have to make him like a little smile. I have to back stitch his eyes and around there and around his scarf. I usually wind up doing that last or like close to last. I also don't like doing just back stitch because that's boring. So I do it kind of toward the end. Okay. All right, here we are. Back to here. Oh, Sylvia says we're slowly heading that way. Yearly amount of rain is going down. Yep. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. She says cute moose, and Kim says it's cute. Yeah, it's the designer is Barbara Peterson. You guys see that? Something in common? Oh, it's all backwards. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of designers in this magazine. Everyone makes an ornament, and they put in a recipe too. Jackie says your moose reminds me of a moose I made for Dad with a Maple Leaf jersey on. Oh, that's cute, but we're not Leafs fans here. And Jackie says, have you heard from Eric? Wonder how his move is going. Yes, I was wondering that too. He's been putting up a few shorts. But that's about all. Jackie says, do you cook your rhubarb with strawberries? Not usually, no. My grandma used to make strawberry rhubarb pie too because she had both in the garden. But usually the strawberries are done sort of like June is strawberry time. So the timing doesn't always work. Yeah, strawberry rhubarb pie is really good. And Jackie's telling Sylvia when she sees the frozen pies, they usually buy 3 or 4. In Arizona, they're a seasonal project. And Sylvia says they're picking rhubarb here. It's a lot of work to pick the wild strawberries. Yeah, it is for sure. There's it's like a local farm market sort of idea. They have like local produce and stuff. And the family that runs it is originally from Holland, like way back. So they bring imported Dutch things in. And they have like a bakery where you can go and get coffee and a muffin, or they make homemade soup for lunch, that kind of thing. There's somebody that makes their pies for them. I don't know who they are. And you have to kind of go and see what's there because they don't always have all the flavors. Like it's kind of seasonal. So there might be 2 or 3 flavors of pie at any given time. It's really good. It's like pie that like my grandma used to make. It is lard pastry, 100% proper, not too flaky. That's what happens when you use Crisco. I don't like pie bits all over the place. But I also don't want pastry that's like concrete. Like, it's got to be right in the middle. Those people, whoever they are, maybe excellent pie. So if there's some sort of family event and we're going somewhere for dinner, or sometimes when the kids come over on Sunday, we have Sunday dinner. Sometimes my husband will pick a pie up because they're so good. And we're not really a cake family particularly, but yeah, pie all the way, man. Kim says she doesn't have a phone number for Eric, just the email from his channel. He doesn't answer very often. He's busy learning a new job. Yeah, that's what I thought, Kim. He moved and then was doing a new job, and I'm sure he's just overwhelmed with everything right now. So all I know is that I've seen him do shorts from different things. So he's like, he hasn't dropped off the planet. He's all good. He's just really busy, which is sort of what I got from that. When he's back up and running, and has like a normalized schedule, then he'll probably go back to doing lives on Tuesday nights. But I know it's hard when you do that upheaval, right? Oh, my coffee's all gone. Oh, okay. Okay, what time are we at? We're on for nearly an hour, me yapping away. I think I told you everything I had to tell you. Kind of quiet here. I will be doing the stitching videos. The last few of those Stitch the Olympics videos are going to be scheduled for that weekend we go camping. Because it's from the 9th to, I think we're coming back on Monday, which would be the 12th. I think we've got it scheduled till Monday. Other people are going to leave Sunday because they got to work and stuff, but I think we're there till Monday. I'm not positive. But those ones I just schedule them to upload, and I will check everything when I get back. My daughter's friends who are currently doing their thing in England, there's some group coming back this weekend and some staying for another week, and they're going to go to Scotland. And then my daughter's friend and her fiance are actually going to France. And they are going to stay in Paris, and they're going to see the Team Canada ladies play the Team France ladies in the Olympics. I'm not sure what day that is. That's on the weekend that it all starts sometime. Because my daughter's friends are coming back. They're arriving back in Canada on the 31st, which means they're leaving on the 30th. And that girl's mom said they were going back to, I think they're taking the train back to England and then flying back from London. I think. So yeah, it's kind of quiet around here. We haven't exactly had a busy January. Or July. Obviously, the second coffee didn't work. Partly that was Henry. Like, we deliberately were low-key just to kind of get him in routine. He's doing pretty good. He's fine. He's worked himself in. He's met family members. He's met friends. He's very friendly. He's very lovable. We happened to be driving past one of the places the other day where you can get a dog license. So he has a license. My daughter ordered him a fancy tag with his name on it. So he's all legal now. We have not had him go to the vet yet. That'll probably happen next month. He seems perfectly fine, but we need to double check and get him in the system and all that. My daughter will just take him to work with her one day. We have to get the information from the foster people because his previous family gave them all his vet info. Like, I'm sure he's all up to date with his vaccinations and all that. He does not have a microchip. We might do that. I don't know. We'll see. And I haven't looked closely enough in his ears to see if he has a tattoo either. He could very well, but I don't know. We know Ferris does because our daughter did it when he was a puppy. And I think she chipped him. I think. Because we got Ferris when he was 10 weeks old. Something like that. So we know everything about Ferris. Henry's kind of an unknown entity in a lot of ways. I mean, the breed is the breed, so we kind of had an idea going in, but all dogs have different personalities. The breed tells, for sure, 100%. But Henry's a different dog than Ferris. Henry actually reminds us of our old dog Maximus. He's built like that, for one thing. Ferris is kind of leaner and sleeker and has longer legs and more built for speed. Henry's kind of a big lummox like Max was. He's big broad head and big shoulders and big wide load and huge paws like the size of my hand, like huge snowshoe paws, just like Maximus. So there's variations of like fur, and actually Ferris has almost more curlier fur than Henry does. I don't know. Variations in the breed, I guess, right? I think labs have that too. Lots of other dogs too, but Berners are kind of similar. They're a bit different. Okay, I think I've covered everything. And I've yapped at you guys for an hour. So I think I should probably shut it down and carry on doing my chores. Do you guys have anything you need to ask me? Yeah, sorry I'm having kind of boring videos lately. There's really nothing going on. I don't upload anything until I have something to show you or tell you, or if it's just my boring old daily life, you don't need to see that. It's boring. Okay, so I'm going to kill it here. Oh, Kathy says, bye, Kelly and everyone. Sylvia, yes, I am. The round robin. Yes, I'm one of those 4 people. And Vintage Style by Joe says, have a great camping trip. Yeah, that's not for a few weeks. But I will have another live before that. Coming up, my round robin video is going to be next Wednesday upload, because I have part of the first block. So there'll be that part of it. And then at some point in August, I will upload my video showing what I am doing for block 2, my blocks, but I did not design any part of block 2 at all. That was the other 3 people. So you'll see that eventually. I'm going to just basically wait until the other 3 have uploaded their videos. And then I'll go, hey, this is what I'm doing. And then I have a part of block 3 and I have a part of block 4. So we just sort of carry on through the summer. But that's kind of an ongoing thing. It's not really anything new. But thank you for reminding me, Sylvia. I did actually forget. I'm waiting for one of the collaborators, Michelle. She's putting all the PDF patterns on her website. So she says she's going to upload my pattern on like Sunday morning or something. So once that's done, then I can put the link in for the other 2 people for their part of the instructions for how to do it and their patterns. And then I put in the link for my pattern, and then I can upload the video. Make sense? It's got a little complicated as we've gone along, but we've figured ourselves out. And in my intro video, Sylvia says yes. Okay, good. In the intro video I did and the post on my community page is the schedule of uploads. Who's doing what day. So you can go back in my quilting playlist for my intro of the round robin, or you can check my community stuff and it's in there. And then you'll know what day what happens. Okay? Alrighty. So I'm going to say bye now. Thanks for coming, everybody. See you all around. So I'll see you for my live next in 2 weeks. And otherwise, we'll just do all the usual stuff. Thank you, my friends. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching. Happy sewing. Stay cool. Have fun. Bye.